Hey up everyone, welcome back to the Rugby League History channel. Tonight's video is going to be part 2 of my forgotten NRL ground series. Last week I did the North Sydney Oval as the first forgotten ground in my series. Tonight the second ground I'm going to feature is Pratten Park. Now most of you might be asking what's Pratten Park, who played at Pratten Park? It was the home ground of Western Suburbs between 1912 and 1985. Now, people in the media, and whenever they have nostalgia, whenever they have retro rounds, the media always go on about Lidcombe Oval when in association with the Western Suburbs Magpies, but that's incorrect because for the first, you could see 60, 70 year of the club's history, they played at Pratten Park in Ashfield. Now, Pratten Park's located in Arthur Street, Ashfield, so if you're in Sydney, it's still a ground today, it's still there, so go check it out. There's a couple of plaques there that show that it hosted rugby league matches. It's got a lot of history of the ground, but I'm going to go through and just go through some of the moments which define Pratten Park as a rugby league ground and give you a bit of history of the Oval. So the ground itself was built in 1912 and it hosted its first match in that year on the 24th of August 1912, and they played against Annandale. So it was Western Suburbs against Annandale. Annandale won the match 15 points to 6 in front of 600 people. So not like the Bankwest Stadium opening that you get today where you get 30,000. Back then they only got 600 people to the opening match. Now in 1915 the club had to actually leave Pratten Park because they were under pressure from local residents and the council. Now, the council and the local residents weren't really happy with the amount of matches that were being played at Pratten Park. So Western Suburbs had to relocate to St Luke's Oval, which is now where Concord Oval is, where West Tigers actually train on Parramatta Road there. So for 5 years, Western Suburbs played at St Luke's Oval. They then returned to the ground in 1920, and in the same year the grandstand was built, which overlooks the Oval on the western side of the ground. Now, if you've actually been to Pratten Park, it's a very, very old grandstand. I mean, it's really, really old. You have to go there and see it for yourself. It's something to be looked at, I tell you. Now the ground hosted matches for Western Suburbs as their home ground for the next 47 years, and then in 1967 the club actually left Pratten Park because there was a disagreement with the council yet again, and the council weren't happy that the club Western Suburbs were playing matches there on a Sunday, which was a church day, and also they weren't happy with the parking arrangement, and the local residents also weren't happy with the parking arrangements when it was actually a match day. So between 1971 and 1985, the club, even though that they were based at Lidcombe Oval, still played the occasional match at Pratten Park. Now they played about 11 or 12 matches between 1971 and 1985 at Pratten Park. It wasn't a particularly happy return on those times when Western Suburbs went back to Pratten Park. They only won 1 out of 11 matches that they did when they returned to the park, and their final ever match, and this was the final ever first grade match, and I think the final ever rugby league match at Pratten Park was played on August the 18th, 1985, against Penrith, and Penrith won that match 42 points to 16. In total, Pratten Park hosted 353 first grade matches between 1912 and 1985, and the record crowd was 12,407 people against St George in 1964. So as I said earlier, the ground still exists, you can still go there, it's open to the public. Unfortunately, it no longer hosts rugby league anymore. I don't think it's hosted rugby league since 1985. It's predominantly used as a cricket oval now by the Western Suburbs Cricket Club, and also football's played at the Oval. I've asked a couple of people from the Western Suburbs club why matches are not played, not even like a trial game or a Ron Massey Cup game or out like that. And the Western Suburbs members have come back and said that it's just too much politics, too much cricket and football involved as well, and it's going to be unlikely in the future whether Pratten Park will ever host another rugby league match ever again. That's my video tonight on the Forgotten Rugby League Grounds, episode 2, Pratten Park. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, click that like button. If you're enjoying the channel and what I'm doing, click that subscribe button so you get an email when I do a new video. But as always, everyone, catch us all later. Enjoy the rugby league tomorrow, and look after yourselves. Catch us all later. Ta-ra.